Well, it looks like the winds just keep on coming into my brothers and sisters in New York City. You're excited about this news because anybody knows that lives in New York, and somebody lived in Brooklyn for a long time. Owning a car in New York City is massively expensive. Okay, not just insurance, just tolls, daily operating. Oh my God, it's just a disaster, right? Especially if you tune or do anything to your cars. Anywho's, it looks like the congestion pricing for New York City, and shout out to all my dudes that were doing videos on what parking lots to go to avoid the detection devices. But it looks like the congestion pricing is over as quick as it started. Done. So welcome on back to TK's Garage. And yes, the Department of Transportation from the Trump administration said, can't do that. We ain't doing that. No congestion pricing for you. And I got this over here from the AP, Associated Press. And shout out to my dude, Scott, man. He also sent me a DM on Twitter on this exact thing. But President Donald Trump's administration on Wednesday ordered a halt to congestion pricing tolls in New York City, which thin traffic and fund mass transit by making people pay to drive in Manhattan's core. Launched on January 5th, the city's system uses license plate readers to impose a $9 toll on most vehicles entering Manhattan neighborhoods south of Central Park. In its early days, transit officials said the toll has brought modest but measurable traffic reductions. The federal government has rescinded its approval of the program from the U.S. Department of Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Yo, salute to Sean Duffy, man. He announced Wednesday, calling the toll's financial burden a slap in the face to working class Americans and small business owners. I have to agree, man. You're going to charge, it's almost as bad, and I feel bad. I mean, I kind of felt bad, right? I had friends that used to live in New Jersey, and they would have to pay that tax. They'd have to pay that toll every day, even if they had that easy pass coming from New Jersey to go across the GW, the George Washington Bridge, into New York City. Oh my God. When you look at how much you spend in a year in tolls when you live up in the Northeast, and it was the same way for me in Boston. Like if I was going to Western Mass or going to New Hampshire, which I did on a regular basis, I was always on the Mass Pike. Man, those bills add up, man. It's ridiculous. Same thing for me when I was in Houston for a bit. Even when I go home, but when I go back to Houston to visit, those what is it? H tag, what is it? HTAC or whatever it is, Texas tag, and everything. That bill is dumb because I stay on the toll roads. But the federal government removed it because they said it was a basically tax on the working class in New York City. That you won't, and I saw the governor come out and go, we're going to fight against this. They're not going to tell us what to do in New York. Yeah, actually, they are going to tell you what to do in New York. So Governor Hochul, sit down. Be humble. Sit down. What I mean by that is, sit down. If you want federal tax dollars for your road programs, you're going to do whatever the Department of Transportation tells you to do. That's how it works. That's why 49 out of the 50 states have seatbelt laws. I'm going to say, what state doesn't? New Hampshire. They literally mean that live free or die on the license plate. They ain't playing. But the Federal Highway Administration will work with the state on an orderly termination of the tolls, according to a statement. Within minutes of the announcement, the Metropolitan Transit Authority, a state agency that runs New York City's subway and other public transit, filed a federal lawsuit to keep congestion pricing alive. Kathy Hochul, the governor, said the toll program would continue while the lawsuit plays out. Now, the governor doing that could put herself at risk. And what I mean by that is, if the DOT says no and you continue to do it, then the DOT can say, cool, then we're suspending all funding to the state of New York. Meaning New York State gets no bridge money, no road money, no port money, nothing from the federal government. Bye-bye, frozen. Which I'm sure the federal government's like, bet. Right now, I'm sure the federal government's like, let's go, right? So Trump takes a victory lap. The president, whose namesake, Trump Tower, penthouse, and other properties are within the congestion zone, vowed to end the plan. They used the word K, but I can't say that because, you know, they demonetize you here. But they end the plan. It's crazy. I could say ass, shit. I could say all kinds of other stuff. But if I say K or the S word or unalive, you know what I'm saying? Like, they will ban your video. It's so crazy. Anyways, he would end the plan as soon as he took office. The Republican declared victory on his social networking site, True Social, after the Transportation Department announcement. Congestion pricing is dead, Manhattan, and all of New York is saved. I'm done. Hochul was quick to fire back. The governor of New York said New York hasn't labored under a king in 250 years. Now, here's the part of that tweet or post that Trump put out when he said, long live the king. He was calling himself the king of New York. If you don't know and you've never been in New York City or lived in New York City, multiple people have called themselves the king of New York, whether it was Biggie Smalls, that rat, Tekashi 6ix9ine, 50 Cent, Jay-Z. Like, multiple people are like, yo, I'm the king of New York. John Gotti, I'm the king of New York. Like, it's a phrase, but I already knew when that got posted that these ignorant dumbasses in the media were immediately going to be like, oh my God, he called himself a king. Oh, God. Can't help stupid, man. Anyways, they said they were going to use that money. They said they were going to use that money to fund the transit system, but they got plenty of money to do that now, like in New York State. I just got to be honest. You're not funding enough cops on the train. Nobody wants to ride the damn metro. I'm 6'5" and 230, I was going to say 230. I was being generous. I'm 285 pounds, and I'm 6'5". I can get on the train, and I really ain't got to worry about, you know, someone could try to $150 you, and I'm going back to New York lingo. Like, they could try to cut your face, right, with a razor or something. But, like, catching hands on the train, I'm not really worried about that. I'm just not. They can get them hands. And that happens, right? But the average person, like a regular person that's like, say, 5'8", 130, doesn't know how to fight, they're not trained to fight, I would say. Yeah, they don't want to ride the trains in New York City. Wild as hell. You can go look on YouTube to look at all the crazy people that are on the train every day doing dumb stuff, man. So, yeah, nobody wants to ride that train. Use your own money, fix that now, and then if you want to make it an excuse, it is what it is. But it is what it is. But it's very simple, too, because it said a lot of Democratic leaders were uneasy about supporting the toll. Because, yeah, it will look bad. Democrat Governor Phil Murphy of Naver in New Jersey fought it in court and wrote a letter to Trump on Inauguration Day imploring him to kill the program. So this is not a partisan issue either. Most Democrats don't support it because it's regular, everyday citizens that live in New York that got to pay that, right? Just like my friends in California that have to pay dumbass smog checks and dumbass things to get a tag. But anyways, I digress. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Is this another W for the current president? I think it is. I think Sean Duffy, as DOT secretary, has been doing the damn thing. I just got to be honest. DOT secretary rolled back emissions. He's doing his thing, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button. if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.